It's no secret that SpongeBob is one of my favorite shows. I may not watch it as much as I used to, but when I was a kid, growing up, SpongeBob was always something that could get me in a good mood. But what if there was a coming-of-age movie that takes place in the universe of SpongeBob SquarePants? Technically, there's kinda been two: the SpongeBob SquarePants movie 2004 and the SpongeBob musical Live on Stage. But I was thinking more like an indie movie, one where SpongeBob goes to school, learns to come out of his metaphorical shell, and gets a job at the Krusty Krab. One that shows the progression of his interest in being a fry cook. One that explores the relationship he has with his parents. Well, I have a confession to make. I already wrote that movie. Yes, indeed. I didn't animate it or anything like that because I'm not an animator, though I am an aspiring writer. And back in 2021, I wrote what would be the transcript for this imaginary movie, and I unofficially published it on the fanon website. And recently, I created my own wiki on a website called Fandom, which I also made a separate video on. And now, the fanon movie script that I wrote is available to read on the wiki. It's called SpongeBob and the Great Food Championship, and the link to it is in the description below. When I wrote this movie back in 2021, it was very personal to me. It's not just a coming-of-age movie about SpongeBob. This is a bit of a spoiler, but it had very meaningful themes to me. There's a character in it that SpongeBob used to be friends with, but they had a falling out. And later into the movie, SpongeBob meets him again after years of this person he used to know being gone. And SpongeBob has to learn to forgive him for the things that he had done. And this is played straightforward in the movie, but it's also a metaphor for myself at that time, learning that I'm not perfect. None of us are perfect, and I've made some serious mistakes, and at that time, I didn't like the person who I used to be, but it was important, as it is for everyone when they feel they've made mistakes, for me to learn to forgive myself. That doesn't mean you're not still a different person than you were in the past, but you've made peace with that person that you used to be, and rather than continuing to feel bad about your past mistakes, you've chosen to let them be a lesson for you as you move on. And also, SpongeBob doubting his ability to make his dreams a reality, and having a difficult time with having confidence in his own ability to achieve things he wants to, is really about myself. Ask any of my friends. I'm pretty extroverted now, but that wasn't the case when I began going to high school. I was very shy and awkward, and there's a scene in the movie where SpongeBob has a dream of being booed and rejected for his ambitions. I had a dream like that once. One of the greatest things about writing fiction is sometimes inserting yourself into the story, because what that does is it makes it easier to write the story, and it makes it something that's more meaningful to you. So anyways, SpongeBob. Yes, indeed. That's gonna be it for this video. This isn't my typical style video, so I'm not gonna do the typical outro, but thanks so much for watching. Genuinely, if you've made it this far in this video, thank you. Cartoon Post, out.
Let's go!